Hello everyone. In today's session, we are going to discuss uh, idea, one idea of one project, and through that project, we will discuss some, or in that discussion, we will cover few topics like how to use the logical operators, how to use decision making control like if else, then nested if, then how to use multiple forms, and how to open the normal form. For example, let's say that you have okay let's say you have two forms, for example, and you want this type of thing, like when you click on this button it should open this form. It is like a linked, right? It is like a linked form. So normally you have used this thing in HTML, you have done this thing in HTML using the href. Remember href thing, reference hyperlink. So this thing also will see that how to use the multiple forms and how to show the other form along with the logical operators and decision making structure. So let's discuss the idea. Okay, so here the idea is you all have seen you all have experienced this thing actually when you use the Google, or when you surf the YouTube. When you select any product, even in Amazon and Flipkart, when you select any one product, it gives the automatic suggestion, right? And I'm sure you all know that it is the AI, artificial intelligence, right? That you know. This idea we are going to discuss in this session. Here we have two list box. In the one list box I have certain items. For example, if I select milk, then I can click on this button, click for suggestion, and my system will give me the suggestion that if, because I have selected the milk, you can go for the Bonvita. Because I have selected the bread, you can go for the butter, right? So matching items. After selecting the items for my cart, then I can click on the go to payment option to make the payment. So this will redirect me to the another page or the another form, right? So this is the idea. Now let's see how to do the coding. Okay, so here you have the coding. I have not given the name to any of the controls, so just understand that this is your first form 5. Then the button one click event, this is my suggestion, right? What happens when I click on this button? First it should clear the text of my label. So where is your label? Here is the label. This is your label. Whatever written in the label, first it should clear it. Then okay, after that, if this is the if structure, if combo box 1 dot text is equal to milk, if I have selected milk and Bonvita, and combo 2 item is Bonvita, then label 1 text you can buy coffee also, right? Means here I have two list boxes and I'm selecting the multiple items, and based on that combination my system will give me the suggestion that you can buy this thing, right? So combo box 1 milk and combo box 2 Bonvita, then label 1 will show you can buy a coffee also. So here you can see that we have used if structure and operator, means this and this two things I need to be true. If both are true, in that case something I want to display on the label, and if, that's it, right? This is just for the milk and Bonvita thing. But what about the multiple combinations, right? What about the multiple combination like bread butter, then butter bread, like that way? So if you want to give the multiple suggestions, here we have the concept of the nested if. So if within if, right? And every time when you open the if, do not forget to end it with the end if. So this is the if else structure in the VB we use. You can see that it is highlighted with the blue color, right? So if the first combo box item is a bread or the second combo box item is a butter, here we are talking about the combo box. Okay guys, I forgot that here we have taken the combo box, not the list box. I forgot. Okay, so the combo box. So if either in the first if it's a bread or in the second it's a butter, in that case it's a or. Remember, this is or, mean either this or this. Either I have selected bread from the combo box 1 or the butter from the combo box 2. In that case we can give the suggestion, but apart from that we need to check what suggestion we can give based on the selection. If either bread or the butter, then if the combo box 1 is a bread, combo box 1 is a bread and not butter. If it is not butter, then we can give the suggestion of butter, right? Because we don't know either it's a bread or a butter, we don't know. But if combo 1 has a bread but in the combo 2 it is not butter, then we can suggest him butter. Else if the 2 has a butter, combo box 2 has a butter and not combo box 1 has a bread, means in the second combo box there is a butter but in the first combo box there is no bread selected. In that case we can give the suggestion for the bread, right? So but else if third condition, what if both the combo box one has a bread and butter, then the third suggestion we can give. Like if the first combo box contains the bread and second combo box contains the butter and operator we have used, in that case you can give the suggestion for jam, right? So if you have noticed the click event of this button, we are clearing the label every time whenever we select or whenever we click on the button, and this is the logic, this is your logic behind your output, right? So you can try this out by your own. You can see that how we can use the if else, how we can use the different logical operators like and we have used, or we have used, and not we have used, right? And we have used, how you can use them, that we have also seen. Then few things you need to take care about it, like whenever the combo box 1 selected index change, means whenever you select the items, of course at that time you will give the new suggestion to the user, so you have to clear the label text. Every time you need to clear the text of the label, either it's a button 1 combo box 1 or the combo box 2, right? So if you can see on the screen, like so this is your combo box 1, this is combo box 2, and this is your button, and whenever you work with this, every time it will clear the suggestion label. Now I want to pay for my items, right? Okay, we have not mention any items or price or anything, but this is to understand how to work with the multiple forms. So now let's, after deciding the items, let's go to the payment, means this is my another button. So on a click event of that button, what I want to do, so here we have, when I click on that button, the click event, I want to show the another form. So show is a method to open any new form. So form 6 we have already taken in the project 2 forms. Form 5 is there, on which we have combo box and all the other things, and form 6 we have in the project. So just you can show it through the show method, right? So this is about this idea. Now after that, the second form will get open, and this is my form 6, and on this form I have taken, as you can see, that option button we have taken using the group box we have, then 2 option button means I can use the either card or the net banking option, right? And we have two command button, pay and the continue with the shopping. If I say pay means it has to display me the amount and all the other things, and when I click on the continue with the shopping, it should redirect me to this form again, this page again, right? Because I want to buy something else as well. So for that we need to write the code, and here we have the code for that. Like on a form 6, the button to click event, button 2 means my this pay. So what you want to do? So if not radio button checked true, XOR, again this is the your logical operator, right? Here we have a logical operator. Okay, so when I click on this button, this pay button, what I want to do? If not, radio button check true means I have not checked the first one or the second one, or the second one is true, then of course we need to say please select payment method. This is the case where user have not selected any of the option and directly I am clicking on the pay button. So we need to check that either this or this, whatever, both either one should be selected. But if both are not selected means if not, this is not true exclusive, or this is also not true, in that case we will give the message box please select the payment method, else simply thank you for the shopping. See here we are not going to do the calculation and all the other things, we are just learning how to use the different features of the VB, right? So this is about the final message box, that thank you for the shopping. And last button, that is this one, continue with the shopping. Either you can redirect to this form, or you can simply close that form, right? So it will automatically redirect to the first one form. So this one you can try. And the last one is the when you load this form means your payment form, this form, when you load this form, by default if you notice both the options are unchecked, means both the options are false, because we cannot directly give the selected option to the user, right? So it should be false, and so we have mentioned that both the radio button should be false when you load the form, right? So this is about the different use of different topics, like we discussed about the logical operators, then decision making control structure, multiple forms, and how to show the form and how to close the form, right? So this is about today's session. You should definitely try this idea, you definitely try this practical, it is going to be fun for you. So that's it for today.